Hey guys, welcome back to Big Lou TV, and this is my top 5 then songs from Spain at Eurovision from 2000 to 2024. Okay, so let's start. Here is my number 5.
He bajado el cielo para descubrir que se esconde en tu mirada, solo a unos centímetros de mí. Voy a quedarme, prometo quererte más que ayer. Voy a besarte muy lento como la primera vez y dejar atrás el miedo con tu alma entre mis dedos. Quédate porque yo voy a quedarme.
Right, Blast Canto then 2021. Well, it was such a heartfelt ballad, wasn't it? And I love his voice. And in actual fact, he's the only male artist that makes my top 5. You guess your better songs over the years have been sung by the female artists, but maybe that's more my taste. But still, Voy Kadame, wonderful. I must say though, I do like the English version. Two things I think would have improved it really. I like the piano start in both versions that he didn't have at Eurovision. He just started acoustic or unplugged, wasn't it, with no backing track, anything when it started. And I wasn't too keen on the high vocals at the end. I think without them, it could have finished a lot higher, but it was still an amazing song, and it's on my playlist, so it makes my top 5. Right, my number 4 then, yes, as you've just seen, Pastora Soler from 2012. I actually thought it was longer ago than that. But it was incredible vocal, wasn't it? Amazing ballad. And it got you, is it 10th place, I believe, wasn't it? I think it deserved much higher. But I just think it does show the trend in Europe and amongst the world probably. People, especially in a music contest, they don't always vote for a ballad. They sometimes want to vote for the more quirky things, or it's always more jury friendly, isn't it? These songs, but it deserved better, and she absolutely gave it her all. So you should be very proud of that, and that's why she makes my top 5. But maybe it's not higher simply because actually I don't go back to listen to it as often as I think I should, even though I know it's much more classier song than maybe some other songs in my top 5s across Europe all the time. But yes, but she made it. Well done, Pastora. Yes.
De todo lo bailar. Oh, 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 oh. Y ahora que me piden no bailar. Oh, 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 oh. Y ahora que me piden no bailar.
Right then, my number 3, as you've just seen, Lucia Perez. As some people say, how on earth can you put that in your top 3 here? Well, listen, I think it was a very traditional Spanish song. She gave it a roll. It was fun. I love the colours on the stage. She sang it very well. I love the music video actually, and like in the carnival. It did give me a very Spanish feel, probably the most Spanish feel out of all of these that are in my top 5 anyway. And I think Europe likes it when you send songs like that. So I'm very surprised it didn't do that well, did it? But it's in my top 5 because I always listen to it. It's on my playlist. I've never took it off. I think it's a really good song from yours. And actually, it's the earliest song, that's 2011, in my top 5. I did have to go back and double check some of the really early ones, like 2000, 2003, because it was just before I started watching it religiously. But there was nothing really in the 2000 eras that I really loved. So that's why this is the earliest entry for the 21st century for you. But number 3, well done, Lucia.
Take a video, watch it slow mo. 우리 hypnotic, make you want more. Voy a bajarlo hasta suelo. If the way she can put this dembow, sexy loco. Take a video, slow mo. Me gusta todo lo que tengo dentro de la cara. Movimiento se te dispara cuando la prenda hasta el final.
Right then, number 2. Now, I think a lot of people will have this as their number 1, and I can understand why. And I almost put it 3 actually. Oh God, I'd have been absolutely tortured for that, wouldn't I? But Chanel, as you've just seen, what a performance! What a song! And I think if you go back and watch my original reaction to this is when I just heard the audio. I said that it could be very good with the beat, with good dancing and good choreography, and she brought it. I mean, what a dance break! I think it's definitely become more popular now in the last few years. But although some people now, as soon as you put a dance break in a song, they'll say, "Oh, it's a copy of that, or it's a copy of that." But she absolutely nailed it, didn't she? And it's probably the song out of all mine in the top 5 that's probably most appropriate to put on in a club or a bar or a party, because really you don't really put ballads on in parties, do you? You'd probably put my number 3 on, Lucia Perez, and this one, Chanel. And she gave you your best finish, didn't she? 3rd place. You're probably a bit unlucky, really. It wasn't in 2nd that year. I mean, I'm from the UK, but I'm not keen on Sam Ryder's song at all. A bit of a conspiracy here, but I'd possibly say we were gifted 2nd place that year because they wanted us to host. But I'm sure you'd have loved to have hosted, so it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? You finished 3rd in that year. So there you go. But that's why it's my top 5. What a fantastic performance, Chanel. All right, that's why it's my number 2. Right then, my number 1, and you've probably known I'm a bit biased, Ruth Lorenzo 2014, to this song because I was a big fan of it on X Factor UK. You could say I became a super fan, would follow it, all of her gigs, all of her websites, everything like this, trying to keep up to date with her. And it's only when she went back to Spain, got in that national final, and she won. I was like, yes. And she definitely improved it up to the final performance. But she had lots of ideas. Like she maybe wanted rain. She did perform, I see, in your like version of Strictly Come Dancing, Dance with the Stars, when she did like choreography with dancing. Maybe that would have improved it. But as you say, if you do dancing, it then can compromise the singing. I still think she was 10th, wasn't it? But she so deserved higher. But like I say, maybe when it comes to Eurovision, she was in the year with Sanya Nielsen, wasn't she, and Conchita. Maybe there's only so much room for ballads to get the votes. Once you've got 1 or 2 that are getting a lot of the votes, it misses out. Maybe that's why it struggled on, really. But 10th place, fantastic. And really, I feel that she galvanised your country. And I felt your country then put a lot more effort into Eurovision after Ruth, maybe with Pastora as well. Definitely. So I saw a 10th anniversary performance too. Wow, I did a reaction to that. So it had to be my number 1 song from you in the 21st century. I will do some honourable mentions now then. So we had Almaya and Alfred in 2018. That was a lovely duet. But I'd almost forgot about it, so I didn't keep listening to it much after the contest. So that's why I didn't make my top 5. And Edurne, so this is the year after Ruth, actually, 2015. Was it Amanaser? It was a great performance, actually. I went back to watch it again, but for some reason I didn't keep listening to it. I didn't keep it on playlists. But when you actually go back and watch it, she so deserved a better placing. Very good spectacle. So yes, definitely Spain. You're one of my favourite countries. I love it that you generally keep, or you at least keep some Spanish in your entries, and I think everyone should keep a bit of their culture with their songs. And you so deserve a win soon, don't you? I'd love our country to win, but I think you, Spain, are the country with the longest non-winning streak, I believe. But I thought with Benidorm Fest coming up, I would do a quick video. I want you to tell me then your top five then in this 21st century. What do you think to mine? Yes, you might say a lot of them can be a bit cheesy. If you've watched my top fives before, that's my sort of genre of song that I love the most. And yeah, just give us your thoughts. But I thought I'd give you a quick video here, Big Lou TV, on my favourite Spanish entries. And yeah, you've had some good ones over the years, some that I've kept listening to. So may it continue. Good luck for the rest. I'll say rest of the century then, shall I? You're due a win soon, aren't you? Right. Good luck, Spain, España, and I will see you soon. Was it in Spanish? Hasta luego. Is that right? Yes. Adios. See you later, peeps.